Hey guys, welcome to another unboxing. I took a little day vacation kind of thing. When I'm recording this about a week ago, I'm home now. But they did have a Target, so I went and looked, and I was able to find these guys, which is actually something I was hunting. And I figured I would post this instead of some of the other stuff I had back recorded, because these are more recent. I found them and I really want to get them uploaded and showed to you guys so you guys can have my honest opinion on them. From everything I've heard and seen online, apparently these guys are from Sonic Superstars. So, you know, I think it's from Cyber Station. I haven't played Superstar, so I wouldn't know. But I did think these guys are really cool. They probably won't sit on my desk, if I'm being honest. Because I have a little Sega Genesis off camera, off like that way, because I've got a shelf over there, off camera. But figured I'd give you guys a little review of these guys. So here's the bottom of the box and the QR code. If anybody goes to Target and they're out and you want them to check the back, there's the QR code for that. This is all just kind of like warning stuff, I think. Here's the side of the box, the back of the box, which you guys saw, but I'll show it off to anybody who's curious. The other side, which is pretty much just a mirrored image. The front, the top, and as you can see, you get Tails, Sonic, Knuckles on their classic form. So enough rambling. I thought there was tape. No, I'm not. There we go. I'm gonna open it from this side. If you do want to open it from this side, you also can. There's tape. We'll set my little tool off to the side. And do they tape it somewhere else? Is tape down here at the bottom? No? Okay, hold on guys. There we go. As you guys know, I don't collect inbox. I pulled these guys out upside down, which is a little funny. Yeah, let me get my scissors really quick, and with the power of a jump cut, and boom, they're out of the package. I'll go pick that up. I'll go pick that stuff up later. So the way I'm gonna review these guys is we'll start off from left to right, how you read in America. For anybody who's outside of the USA, that's how you read over here. It might be the same in some other countries, but we're gonna go from left to right. Ignore my stomach growling. I haven't ate anything, so we'll start off with Knuckles. Actually, also I will say these guys are a little hard to get out of the package because they are pixelated. So to anybody who gets this pack and think they're difficult to get out, that's why, because they are pixelated. I had trouble actually during the jump cut while I was getting these guys out. My Sonic's head actually popped off because I could not get him out. So his head popped off, and I got to put back on. He didn't break or anything. I was scared he broke, but we're good. So anyway, with Knuckles, your range of articulation is going to be very limited because of his pixelated dreadlocks. I mean, you can force him to look over this much, but you got to be mindful of his tail, because his tail is going to stop a lot of that movement. So your head movement for Knuckles is probably just going to be a nice basic little left and right, but his arm comes out this much. Also, for anybody wondering, sorry, I know this review is a little all over the place. These guys are 2.5 inch figures. I haven't seen this in any of the reviews, but you get wrist movement. I did not. Do you get shoe? No, the whole leg. Yeah, no, the whole leg rotates. But up here on the arms, the wrists do rotate, unlike a lot of your 2.5 inch figures. Yeah, well, yeah, see, there's the arm moves compared to Jack. Then that is a Jack specific figure. Now, if you have a Jazzwares, a classic 3-inch figure, then yes, the wrist move, but on Jax's 2.5-inch figures, the wrists typically don't move. So with Knuckles, your range of articulation is his arm's gonna go out this much, it can go back that much and sit neutrally. His wrist, both of them move 360. He gets, hold on, his leg comes out that much, his leg goes back that much. He can't look up or down or anything. Overall though, the sculpt on these guys is really nice. They remind me a lot of like the Figgies, if anybody is interested in those, which I am. I doubt I'll like open and unbox those on camera, but okay, with Sonic, his head, if you move his arm down, does full 360. His arm comes up that much. Mine has a little bit of scuffing on the side of his face. I don't know if the camera will show that, but that's fine. His wrist also moves, so it's not just limited to Knuckles. His arm goes up this much, comes down to the side nicely. His leg kicks out this far and goes back that far. And he cannot look up, but his head just goes side to side. Now, for the most interesting figure out of all of these, in my opinion, is Tails. Of course, he's gonna have head movement, 360, wrist swivel. Mine looks like his foot wants to pop off, but that's okay. His leg comes back that far and goes out that far. Now, one thing I do think is interesting. Unlike the movie Tails, his tails are not separately articulated, but instead they're on a hinge. Now, if you pull down too far, they'll pop out, but it's an easy fix because they just got little pegs and you just stick them right on his back. And, oh, okay, I said they go in easy. And mine are back on. I just didn't hear a pop. Now, we're gonna do a little bit of size comparison. This is a 2.5-inch classic Knuckles. Your 2.5-inch figures are gonna be a little bit bigger than these guys, but that's just from where they're a little pixelated, and the way these guys all scale is about how they would scale. Generally, Knuckles being the tallest, Tails being the smallest, because if you didn't know this, Knuckles, classic Knuckles, is canonically in pixel art a little taller than classic Sonic. But I think that's gonna do it all for this review. These are very small figures. There's not a lot to say. If you do like the pixelated style though and stuff, definitely go pick these up. I would recommend them because I enjoy pixel art and everything, and if you really like that stuff, definitely go pick them up. Jax did really well on these, and that's all I've got to really say for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching and everything, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!